Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 17 of Civilization 5 as Rome. And yeah, the last few videos, I must admit, there's not been an awful lot going on in terms of combat and stuff like that. But you should know by now that I normally play quite passively. I've got the little island nearly all to myself. We have got a little tiny city down here from Brazil, but there we go. We were caught spying on England. Well, we won't spy on them anymore. And we'll move our spies somewhere else. Yeah, we do have a little city over here from Brazil, but we are friendly with Brazil at the moment. So we can't... Right, we can't spy on England anymore. Well, we could, but we don't want to do that. So we'll move you from England. We've promised not to spy on Brazil, so I guess next we go to Morocco and see if we can spy on them. We've finished our production here at Cume. We've got the market done. We could just go ahead and start building Oxford University, but I think I'd prefer that in the capital. We're okay on happiness and most other things. Let's go ahead and start work on an opera house. We're going to need at least one of them somewhere in order to be able to get the... to start upgrading it and have somewhere to put any great works that we create. We could also do with putting a few people in the Writers Guild to get a great writer. Now, we're 11 turns away from growing. If we move there, we'd be 11 turns. We slow our production down slightly. 22 turns. Let's put you in there. 11 turns till growth. I think we'll do it with just the one writer for now until we grow a little bit. Unit needs orders. You guys have finished that farm down there. I want to get a worker down here and build a camp, because we don't have one, which seems very, very strange. Also get some more production down here in Rome, which would make a lot more sense. 17 turns until the porcelain tower is done, so that is reasonable. We no longer have a declaration of friendship with Pedro. We used to. He is still friendly. He won't declaration of friendship anymore. That's a shame. I doubt England will either, because we were recently caught spying on them. Yeah, they won't do that. Are we at war here? No, you're just angry. Yeah, it can be a little bit problematic if we can't get declarations of friendship with anybody, because that will make the porcelain tower kind of useless. Japanese settler. I have spare ivory. Yeah. Well, we'll continue trading that for the time being. Will you give me 7 gold per turn for it? No, that's strange. Does anyone else want ivory? England does, but England probably don't like me either. Siam, possibly. We'll carry on. No, we'll try Siam, actually. Don't like this Japanese settler being down here. That's not going to wash.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Do I want to... Well, it's not worth it for the amount of money there, so we will forget about that for now. Yeah, I really don't like that that settler being there. So I think we're going to have to go to war with Japan there, just to steal that. I could do with another worker. Now, if I was to declare war on Japan, we do have a couple of trade routes, which is annoying. Now, where could he potentially settle? I could just try and block his movement. Have I got any tiles that I can buy? Now this might seem like a waste of money, but there is some ideology here, because one, I have a lot of money, so it's not that much of a problem. So buy some more tiles where we can. We can't buy any more tiles in this direction. Now, there are no valid tiles here where he can drop that settler. So that's good. That's very good. I don't mind spending the money. We don't have to go to war with him, and it stops him being able to move that settler in the way. So hopefully he'll back up with it. He can't settle here or here. All of the... You can't settle on anything adjacent to a border. So that is literally the only valid tile. So we should be okay. So you're just going to go back onto alert status. It's going to tie up our workers for a few turns, but yeah, there you go now. He's going to go back the other way, so that's fine. Oh yeah, that ivory deal. Forgot about that. We might be able to trade it for copper, actually, with Siam if he doesn't give that away straight the way. Still making a decent amount of money. We still have a research agreement with Pedro, of course. 27 turns left for that. Our scientific theory has done. So, first of all, that was a really dumbass place to land. Let's get you back in the water and away from these guys as much as possible. We'll manually bring them down this way, I think. You finish that farm, which is more than acceptable. Let's get you over here and build another farm. We'll probably need to come do some stuff over here at some point. Siam, let us see if you would be willing to trade ivory for copper. Not even close to a fair deal. Wow, you want quite a lot, don't you? Okay, you should accept that. There we go. So, obviously, we've picked up a few warmonger points and people don't particularly like us, which is another reason why I'm just not instantly attacking Japan right now. Apparently, we don't have a camp on this ivory either, which is... I mean, it's out of range, but at least if we do that, it will give us some more ivory that we can trade. Because England apparently still wants ivory. So we will go and get that connected. Yeah, you bugger off with your settler. Trying to come down here. I bet he was heading down here somewhere. Not the greatest place, but I'd prefer it if they didn't. Do we have a spare ivory? Yeah, we've got a spare ivory again. Now, would you be willing to give me 7 gold per turn this time? Not quite. Oh, well, we got an extra gold per turn out of him, I suppose. Still making decent money. Hopefully we will expand to this coal at some point. It's a shame it isn't close enough to the city to actually work. Borders of Kume have grown. We do have coal over here that we can work now. And we should go ahead and get that connected up. You guys go there and work on the coal. I know we were working on this one. We will do that again at some point. Ban luxury pearl. Well, we don't really want to do that. We also don't want arts funding. Let's go against the arts funding. I don't even think we have pearls. Oh, we do have pearls, apparently. It might not pass anyway. But it would be nice if we could get another declaration of friendship back with Brazil. I'd really like to be able to carry on getting some research agreements, if at all possible. So let's get you down here where it's going to be a little bit safer. I've got some more movement remaining. Nope, you're done. Always seem to have a lot of difficulty trying to get the AI to get declarations of friendship with me, and a lot of people sort of really underrate the diplomacy and the importance of it in Civilization 5, but when you're trying to get the AI to fight with each other and you're trying to get these declarations of friendships, because research agreements are so important. You were just going to go ahead and... in fact, no. You can go ahead and work the coal mine there. You guys can move down and do that camp. Hopefully you're just going to bugger off and not come back. Yeah, it's coming back again, so we'll have to go and block the area. He's definitely trying to get down here. That's easy enough to see. Because he can't settle anywhere in this area. So he's trying to head through this gap. Leventa has a new ally. Will Leventa one of mine? Now taking shots from those guys. That's a little bit annoying. We can't steal from Morocco. We can adopt a new policy. Okay, let's go through things that we can do. So, first of all, we probably want to grab something in rationalism. We don't have any trading posts. We do have universities. We're not short of gold, so let's go for the free thought. Scientific revolution is good from research agreements, but again, if we can't get the research agreements, it isn't all that useful. Let's get away from these barbarians, please, so we don't lose our scout. We have a caravan here at Antium. You can go ahead and... You were going to Yerevan, I suppose. So I guess we could go to Belo Horizonte. We get a little less gold, but we would get some extra science, and every little bit's going to help here. Can't steal from Morocco, so there's no point having that scientist there. Is there a city-state, potentially, that we might be able to grab? We've got this one. Who is this? This is Antananarivo. Let's see if we can go and move a spy in there. So we'll move you out of Marrakesh, and we will move you to Antananarivo. And hopefully we'll be able to rig the elections there. Maybe get them on our side. Now then, we have that settler who is being a little bit cheeky. So let's move back in and block him off again. He should go away. So banning luxury pearls fails. And that's fine because I didn't vote against it. So it won't upset Pedro. And arts funding does unfortunately pass. So that's going to help Pedro even more with his massive explosion on culture. We've also got Siam over here attempting to land a settler. I think they've had the same problem. Once they realise they can't move through this tile, they move away. Of course, I don't necessarily have to do that with my worker. We could stop their settlers moving through with any old unit. Ah, brilliant. They're, oh no, I almost thought that was their settler getting bombarded. I was kind of hoping that it was. Let's go ahead and move this long swordsman over here. And you can go ahead and get your job done then. Choosing a production. That is at Karakorum. We have finished the harbour. Let's go ahead and... Well, there's a lot of nice things that we'd like to get here, to be honest. We definitely... Well, let's get a temple, because they're nice and cheap. As for a stable, we do have some cattle. We do have some horses. A stable's probably worth it. After the stable, I think we would then like to work on the public school. Unit needing orders, you guys. You're going to go ahead and work on the coal. Are we working that tile? Not at the moment. It's a good production tile. It'll be better than this hill once we've got it upgraded. So we'll make sure that we do that. We could grab the cattle, but I don't think we really need to. 7 turns until we grow. And then we can consider just putting 2 people in the Writers' Guild. But I think once we've got the Opera House, we'll probably go ahead and get the public school. How are we doing on the Porcelain Tower? 12 turns. We might get it. We do get a free Great Scientist, of course, if we do build it. So it's worth building it, even if we can't use it for the research agreements. Yeah, just trying to be careful where we land, because we know there's a lot of barbarians around here. This island actually seems quite small. I wonder if the barbarians get the upgrade. The altitude training upgrade. I'm not sure it works on barbarians. It might do. But I'm not entirely positive. So we could go ahead and settle a city down here if we wanted to. It'd be a nice little way of being able to grab some extra stuff, but it does seem a little bit pointless. Can't steal from Siam, which is a little bit of a shame. We'll go and land next to Brazil here. It'll probably be safe. Karakorum has grown. You're working a pretty useless tile, so let's go and put you in the university. Get some more science out of you. So we can't steal from Siam. Okay, so what about another city-state that we might be friendly with? What about this one that's friendly with the Mayans? That is Bogota. If we're going to go to war with the Mayans, we don't really want the Mayans to have a lot of city-states on their side. So let's move you, and let's go and put you in Bogota if we can find them. Can't see them on the list. Nope, going blind. Where are we? There you are. So start working on the city-states for a little bit. You've finished the farm. Let's go and build another farm here, actually. We've pretty much upgraded almost everything we can in that area. You're just going to sit... In fact, we could upgrade you to musketman, so I think we will do that, actually. Next turn. Actually, we've got a few of these long swordsmen. We should upgrade them all to musketmen while we can afford it. The question is, do we want to upgrade the crossbowmen to Gatling guns? Gatling guns are a lot stronger, but they don't really have the range. So I think I'll leave them as crossbows for the time being. But any long swordsmen that I have left, it probably isn't many. We've got one there. You can go ahead and become a musketman. We'll get the trebuchets upgraded to cannons at the first available opportunity as well. Any more longsword? Wow, Brazil's building up a little bit of an army over here. Is anybody else noticing this? That seems a little bit on the suspicious side. What I'm thinking about doing here is getting a lot of my units around this area upgraded. Let's bring back the trebuchets a little bit. We will set them up just in case they need to bombard. And we will definitely now be upgrading some of these units because that is making me nervous. It could be paranoia. It probably is. But I'm not going to take the risk. So we will definitely see what happens. Do we have a great general over here? Yeah, we've actually got one in the citadel. You guys stay there for now. You can finish working on that. Be very, very sneaky if he does try to attack. I mean, he is still friendly. There we go. Look, the moment that opens, they come back with their settler. But the longer they hang around in the water... Oh, wow, they did actually go and settle up there. Cheeky little gits. As they've actually settled on top of the sheep. So that's a little bit annoying. Again, it's easy enough to wipe out if we need to. So you guys are actually going to get an upgrade, and then we'll move them down here. Unit needs orders, Gatling gun. I think you guys are going to get an upgrade. I think you're going to move over here. In fact, you can actually move into the forest. Very, very suspicious about what's going on here. Yeah, not liking what I'm seeing right now. So we go ahead and start moving some musketmen to the front. We can actually back some of these trebuchets up. Always good to make sure you've got a unit inside your city because of the oligarchy bonus. You're really not planning to attack, are you, Brazil? What about if we bribe you to go to war with Morocco?
Olá.
Would you be willing to declare war on Morocco? You actually would. For very, very little. Would that be 10 gold per turn? 11? Be willing to go up to 15, maybe. 14 gold, there we go. Maybe he'll disappear with all of these units. Like I said, I'm not really sure if he's actually going to be able to fight Morocco. I'm not too sure if he's actually got a land connection with him, but... I think you actually might be better off sort of over here. Might be even better off on the hill. But we'll see what his plan is. We'll see what he's up to. You can land there and heal up, and then we'll get you back on the old auto-explore. You are going there to get a farm. Now then, where was that cheeky settler? You're going back the other way. Can't believe Japan's dropped a city there. We will be going to war with Japan. Whether or not that happens before or after the mines at this point, I'm not 100% sure. But that is a very, very cheeky... I mean, he hasn't really got anything. He's got a very, very crappy city there. It's not going to be able to grow. He's got 2 fish tiles. He's got a desert tile, a grasslands, and a plains forest. Unless he gets cheeky and uses a great general to try and steal something, in which case I probably will retaliate. Look, there he comes again, back with that settler. So we'll block the road off. He's definitely just trying to get down here. It would be nice if our borders actually expanded that far down. Unfortunately, they probably won't. So we will just sit there with a unit and block the way. So you can now move down to there. He can't get through. He should turn around and go elsewhere. You're just going to heal up. Now, it's still a possibility that he may attack. So I'm going to put some units up here on the hills. Just in case he gets any smart ideas about doing so. You guys can... That's probably a good place to stay around there. You see, now, if this was the other way around, and it was the AI... You see, now he wants open borders because he wants to get that settler through. If it was the player who had this size army on the AI's borders, the AI would get the... well, the AI would ask you if you were planning to declare war, and you have two options. If you are planning to declare war, you either say yes, in which case you instantly go to war, which means the AI gets the first shot. Or you say no, and then if you do go to war, you are a backstabber. Or, of course, there is the third option, that you change your mind and don't go to war. We've had gunpowder stolen, which is a little bit annoying. So you're just going to stay there now. You guys are all just going to go on to defensive. I don't know why they have so many units around here. Now, they are only crossbowmen. We have upgraded to Gatling guns. We are technically a little bit ahead. Pedro is plotting against me. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, because technically everybody is constantly always plotting against everybody else in this game as well. I hope he doesn't declare war on me, because we do still have that research agreement, and I would kind of like it to pass. The good thing is, at the rate things are going, we're only 8 turns away from getting the porcelain tower, so there's every chance that we'll get the porcelain tower, and we'll get the bonus from it on that research agreement. We're going to go straight on to the next turn here, because there isn't really anything else that we can do. Somebody has adopted an ideology. It's actually Japan. I was expecting that was going to be Brazil. Are Japan the only people to have adopted an ideology so far? Game is being slow because it's processing the AI's turn, and I know that's my own fault. But I want to see what's happening. No, Japan is the only one that's picked up an ideology. Okay, that's fair enough then. What have we got going on here? You're actually starving. Why is that? We're not at war with anybody. Have you just suddenly grown in... Is your population just grown? No, your population hasn't grown. So why are you suddenly starving? You're working a 3 food tile there. You should probably work a decent food tile. Now we're stagnating. Don't work a 1 food tile when you can work a 2 food tile. Okay, well it is growing. It's still not great. Caravan. Ah, you were sending food there, I'm guessing. No, you were sending production to Kume. Let's send food to Kume. Help it grow. Yeah, the AI is really encroaching on my territory right now. But that is all I can do on this turn, so therefore all I can do on this video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Civilization 5 as Rome. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.